How's it going, everybody? This is Beat the Bush. Today, I like to talk about 10 levels of financial independence. A lot of times, people think that you just get a lot of money somehow, and then you become financially independent in just one single step. Really, it's not like that. It's multiple mini steps, and I've broken it down into 10 steps so that you can kind of see that it's much more manageable and it's actually realistic to obtain from going from one level to another. So here it is, all 10 levels. Most people start with level 2 where you're a dependent. You have parents and then you depend on them for your livelihood. You don't make any money, but you're actually spending their money all the time, so that's why you're a dependent. So you're actually have a lot more expenditure than what you make. You don't make very much money. At some point you get a job, maybe you move out and stuff, and then your job pays you enough to pay for rent, pay for your living expenses, your food and stuff. Then you become break even. It turns out a lot of people can just stay at level 3 all their lives because you can just keep on getting a higher and higher paying job, but then you keep on increasing your standard of living. You buy a fancy car, you get a fancy house or something, but all the bills that are coming in, mortgage, car payments and stuff, your salary just barely covers all of that. So it just means you're solvent. All the money you bring in every month, you're actually spending it all in order to pay for bills and stuff. You're paying on interest rate on credit cards, paying interest rates or your monthly payment on your car, your mortgage, etc. But then you're not saving very much. So you are break even right here. But sometimes maybe people slip up, they lose their job, or somehow maybe they get a big bill somehow and then they gotta go into bankruptcy. It's actually worse than being a dependent because you owe people money. If you're like most people, people start saving a little bit, people start covering all their credit card debt, then you become in level 4 where you don't have any credit card debt, which is really good. 90% of the population do have credit card debt. So if you are in level 4, you're already 90% better than all of America. The rest of the population, the 90% of the population, are somewhere over here. They just kind of go in and out of bankruptcy or break even, and they're just going from paycheck to paycheck, which is what most people do. In level 4, you paid off all your credit card debt, your personal loans if you have any. For me, I never got any personal loans ever, and you probably have paid off all your car loans. And for me, I actually never had a car loan because I saved up enough to buy the car in full. If you happen to have student loans, it usually ranges in 10,000 up to 100,000, 200,000 if you're a doctor or lawyer. Then you come to level 5. If you had rich parents, then maybe you don't have student loans because they paid it for you. If you paid it all off somehow with rich parents or maybe on your own, then you are here at level 5. Now what takes a little bit more effort is paying down your mortgage so that you have no mortgage. Can you imagine how much money would come in if you have no mortgage and no rent? Because every single month that you work, all that mortgage money, all that rent money actually goes into your bank account, and you can imagine how big and how fast your savings can become if you have no mortgage. So in level 6, you have no mortgage. It's important to note that if you have enough assets and cash to pay off your mortgage immediately today, it also means you have no mortgage because you already have the capital to do that. It's just sometimes not necessary to pay off your mortgage because it's better to hold on to that money because of opportunity costs sometimes. Holding on to the money is good sometimes because you might want to buy another house, maybe something happens. It's good to hold on to some cash and not have it locked up in a property. So when you have no mortgage, you're at level 7 here. And if you're still working, then you're building wealth. You are increasing your wealth at an alarming rate because all that rent, mortgage are going into your savings. And you are at 7 here. You're not actually financially independent yet because you still have to build a lot of money, and that money needs to pay a dividend or interest or whatnot. You need to make a gain on it, and every single month it increases in size. The money sitting there, if you have it invested properly, it's growing on its own. Now, if you have enough money to get by to pay for all your bare essentials, food, insurance, clothing, if you have a car that you need to use, then you're at level 8, which is bare bones. You don't have much extra to pay for like vacations and stuff, or fancy cars and things like that. So you're just bare bones on level 8. You can imagine that if you have no mortgage already, this bare bones level is a lot easier to achieve. So it goes in a gradient like this. If you step one step further down, and then you become more and more financially independent. And then when you have amassed enough capital, more and more so, that would generate extra cash for you just sitting there, then you can go to level 9 where you have a current standard of living, which means that whatever you're doing right now, you don't have to pare it down to get to level 8. Because if you pare it down to its bare bones, then you get to level 8. But if you're like kind of living a comfortable life, you can go, whatever that you like. Maybe you really enjoy going to fancy restaurants once in a while, fancy car or whatever. You have enough assets that appreciates, so you can just skim off a little bit off the top every single year and it won't go down in principal. Then you're at level 9. That amount that you take off can pay for everything that you need to use every single year. So you are then financially independent for your current standard of living, which is level 9, which is probably a level that everybody really wants to be in, but it's very rare that people are in. So when you reach level 10, you have so much money that it fits your current standard of living. You're living very comfortably. You have extra cash. You can actually choose to do whatever you want with it. You can start a business. You can donate it if you want. You can just blow it off all on something. But most people that can reach at this level are frugal enough that they probably won't blow it off on something. Maybe they would just keep on investing it and just make their wealth bigger and bigger. So I really hope describing the multiple levels of financial independence kind of get your gears working and make you think, oh yeah, if I go from one step to another, you can get a little bit closer to financial independence. So that's all I have for you for today. I hope this video helps you advance your own financial independence. Don't forget to give me a like over here. Comment down below. Let me know which level that you are at right now. And don't forget to subscribe over here. Thanks for watching.